Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be the final match of Avalon MSL Group E. Nada has been eliminated, so I'm going to go cry in a corner after this commentary. But before that, we've got Upmagic versus Harangi, and Harangi totally deserves to be here. Unbelievable play last game. Well, I guess unbelievable fortitude. I can't believe he just stuck around and gritted it out. Took a game from Nada. If that was me, I'd be like, oh, GG right there, the game's over. But Nada getting complacent here and there. Enough economic harassment with the Dark Templar and the pylons, I guess, those manor pylons, where he was able to just even it out and somehow steal the match. So I've got to say, Nada playing poorly was maybe a little bit more of a factor, but still the emotional boost that Harang has to get off this is going to be huge. Going up against Upmagic coming off a loss. This will be an outsider, one of those maps that's, again, about statistically even. We'll see how it works out. Really quick, two shout-outs. First of all, if you remember commentator Idle, we got Smiley, who's an awesome guy. I actually met him up in Sacramento for the wedding this last weekend. Another reason I've been kind of busy and haven't done commentaries. Had a yet another wedding. Moltrap was actually there. Also, I guess he hangs out with Smiley here and there. But him and his brother Steve the Mac have been doing commentaries. If you go to Matt and Steve SC on YouTube, and they've been covering a lot of the games that the rest of us haven't been able to get to, more in the OSL than anything. We've been kind of ignoring the OSL for some reason. And it's pretty decent players. I know that they just did Lita versus Hero. Got a good look at that game. And also Hazel Main. Hazel like the commentator and the nut. And then Main like not your natural, but your main.com. They have free MP3s to download, and they're pretty good. I enjoyed their music. One of the band members messaged me there. So special shout out to them, and go check it out. It's really nice, actually. The singer's got a fantastic voice, and I really like their kind of style altogether. So anyway, outsider 9 o'clock position, we have Harang. 12 o'clock position, 1 o'clock position, we have Upmagic in purple. This is that map, if you don't remember, past this, on the secondary, you have those mineral lines that just completely block off the next area over, kind of all the way around. So a lot of Terran have had some success with drop, I think, although they've been caught kind of in between. I've seen a couple games where Terran have attempted to go drop and just got caught with too much in the air and didn't play defensively enough. That is one thing about this map. There's a lot of territory to cover for a Terran player. And Protoss on the opposite end have been going mostly Arbiter recall. And I'm not going to say that's terrible because, again, it's worked half and half for them. But still, I feel like carriers could be very strong on this map, and I don't know why more carriers have not been employed. That's all I'm going to say. I've heard other players kind of echo my sentiments, Louder in particular, saying, man, I love carriers on Outsider. I don't know why more players don't do it, but anyway, doesn't look like we're going to see a front door seal from Upmagic. We'll see what he's up to. Upmagic, again, the king of creativity, so this is going to be a fun match. This could be kind of the creative on creative sort of style. We're just lining that up against his command center. First of all, to spawn, I believe that spawns the SCVs a little bit further to the right. Also provides that nice little gap for the Marine to run back and forth. Looks like we're just seeing that straight gateway rather than anything too sneaky. This is a 3-player map, so it's conceivable that you can get something out. And apparently these are important people. Don't quite recognize them. Is that actually... Wow, without his glasses, it almost looks like Cal. So, although that might be Cal, nevertheless. So, almost looks like him. Anyway, not sure who the girl on the right was. Pretty sure that's not Toss Girl or anything. Whatever. Gas going down. Looks like a barracks up as well. I'm sure it's somewhat important in Korea. I just wish I knew more about Korean culture altogether. If I could just totally recognize every single player without like the stereotypical picture of them. Like Nada always has the teddy bear, and it's like, oh, that's Nada stereotypically. Well, I can pick out Nada pretty easy, but there's some of the other players where it's like, Harang sending out 2 probe scouts, interestingly enough, so I guess he wants to make sure he keeps a really good eye on what Upmagic's doing. Upmagic mining 3 gas, so it looks like he's in fact thinking about going factory a little bit sooner. Although most Terran these days have been kind of mixing it up. So gas also being placed there for Harang. They've been doing leaving the gas on just so it can get seen. Let's see if he trades off to... Yeah, he's going to trade off to 1 now. So what that does, you get the factory up sooner, and you still get the command center down in a bit of time, but not as quickly as you possibly could otherwise. But, you know, it's a little bit safer. I feel like on wider maps you can still get away with the 3 SCVs, or I'm sorry, the single SCV on gas, and you'll still be fine with that first siege tank. It really depends, though. It is a 3-player map, though, so with the scouting. Anyway, first probe just running out there in the field, being unopposed. Finally a Marine being produced. A supply depot on that back edge to try to box it in, make sure it doesn't go into that upper area. And there's another probe. Okay, we're probably going to see a proxy here. Probably, I assume, a proxy... I can't see DT. Probably a proxy robotics facility. Upmagic is still not scouted. Maybe he's going to use an early vulture to scout, but yeah, he hasn't sent out an SCV at all. 2 Marines just kind of hanging out of his base. I don't see a Zealot wandering that direction. We're definitely not seeing the range upgrade. So this is going to open up some possibilities for Harang. There, well, there's the pylon. Oh, he's going to proxy Nexus. Whoa! Whoa! 9 o'clock position going with the Nexus, and this is going to throw Upmagic so far off. First of all, he's not getting the scout in the base. Even if he did get the scout, I think he would think, oh, this has got to be proxy tech. With that Nexus out in position, I don't think Upmagic is really going to be able to find this. I still think he's going to be thinking, oh, okay, this has to be some sort of tech rush. And as a result, he's going to play a little bit more defensively, try to play the economic game, and Harang is just going to end up being 1 base further ahead than he really thought. So I think the good follow-up case, now he's running in, that might have been intentional let-in of the SCV, although no one really ever does that, so I take that back. But he's going to come in, he's going to see that range isn't being built, he's going to see the single gateway, he's going to look for proxy at the south. The problem with that going through is that might encourage Upmagic to start scouting a little bit further south. Check out that 9 o'clock position, maybe find that Nexus, which could be extremely dangerous. And right now, Harang is not in a position to defend that. Let's see if these vultures actually get back. Woo, pretty ladies. Whatever. Let's see if, whatever to myself. Very nice. That's a huge ring, though. Is that diamond studded? Holy crap. 3 Dragoons now on the front door. Now range being upgraded. And there's the robotics facility being placed. And yeah, immediate reaction from Upmagic, okay, I'm just going to play it economic and safe. And I think if Harang plays this right, which I expect him to, okay, go with this Nexus, don't bother with this secondary, and then just start pumping a lot of troops, a little bit maybe more Zealot heavy than anything, because keep in mind it is a mineral only base. But if, yeah, he plops a couple more gateways, goes for quick Zealot speed, he might be able to breach the exterior and do something really kind of creative. It'd be a very interesting build, especially because, again, Upmagic is not going to see that secondary for quite some time. He's going to think it's going to be something else, and just having the troops flood in, I don't know, it could be really, really awesome. Could be really, really awesome. Let's see if it works out. Marine wandering dangerously close to this sector. Let's see if it does the entire commit down to that back ramp. And if it does, that's going to be devastating, absolutely devastating, because those probes completely exposed, nothing to defend them whatsoever. Second factory being produced, the Marine holding up short. Oh, I think that was Upmagic's one opportunity to kind of detect this. See, you can already see he's planting the mines, expecting the Reaver harass to come in any second, and he's not facing Reavers at all. Mine already on that second, and he knows that Nexus isn't up. This is where Upmagic starts getting uneasy and starts going, okay, what the crap? What's going on here? So, because first of all, not feeling that Reaver pressure, not seeing that Nexus going up, no DTs on the ground, no tech, this is where he starts getting confused. And now the probe's starting to wander out. Now he's starting to get suspicious. Another probe kind of wandering just to see that secondary being placed up. This is where Harang needs to spring the trap.